The solution for faster court coverage is here. This is the shoe review for the ASICS Solution Speed FF4. With improved underfoot cushioning and a more supportive ride, this updated Solution Speed feels faster than ever. Engineered to position you on your toes, this shoe feels especially fast on forward sprints. Flight Foam cushioning offers a plush yet responsive ride without adding any extra bulk. ASICS's precision sole is formed from a unique rubber compound that delivers a lighter, faster feel and features a tread pattern designed for superior traction. The Solution Speed FF4 fits true to size, offers a medium width and a slightly low arch fit. A men's size 10.5 has an average weight of 13 ounces. I've had the pleasure of testing every version of the Solution Speed, and I found a great fit in this FF4 update. I really like the way the upper molded around my foot. It broke in very quickly for me. I have narrow feet, and I was able to get a nice supportive ride out of this one. The underfoot cushioning felt superb, really nice padding under my heels, and it felt very responsive up on my toes. Even though this shoe comes in a little bit heavier than the outgoing model, I felt just as fast, if not faster, in this one, especially when I was sprinting up towards the net. Felt like I was moving really well in the shoe. Durability is holding up pretty well too for a speed shoe, especially actually for a speed shoe. So combining that comfort, speed, really nice support and feel, loving this one out there on the court.
I was a huge fan of the Solution Speed FF3, and I actually wore that shoe quite a bit, so I'm pretty familiar with the fit and feel of that shoe. And so when I tried on this updated version, I immediately noticed the updated and upgraded cushioning. The shoe just feels more plush underfoot, especially in the heel area. I can see how it can be a potential negative for some players who like to sit really low to the ground. This one just feels like I sit up a little bit higher off the ground, but not an issue for me. And then once I got it on court, it still felt super lightweight. I felt very fast in this shoe, and the support and the stability was really great as well. And like with the previous versions, I really enjoyed the traction with this shoe. I was able to slide out of my shots when I needed to, and I just felt like I could move and get to just that one extra ball with it. So all in all, a fantastic update. I think that extra cushioning kind of gives it more of that all-day on-court comfort, but it still retains that performance aspect of a lightweight, performance-oriented shoe.
The Solution Speed FF line has always been one of those shoes that I pretty much instantly feel comfortable wearing, just super fast. And for a more defensive player like myself, that goes a really long way for extending points and getting to that extra ball. Compared to the previous version, this one is a little bit more substantial, but I feel like the changes made are fantastic. A little bit more stability, a little bit more trust in my ability to pivot in and out of shots and to go for some aggressive movements side to side. And I really liked sprinting up to recover a drop shot or going back to get a lob. I do think that the traction is maybe a little bit slippery for my personal taste, but it wasn't anything too detrimental. Overall, I found these to be an extremely fast and stable ride, and one of my favorite shoes from ASICS to date. They actually reminded me a little bit of the Gel Res 7s, the first pair of ASICS shoes that I ever tried, and just a really great all-around experience on whatever type of court that I was playing on.
I want to start off by saying that the new Solution Speeds are my favorite speed shoes of all time. I really do like its heel cushioning. It has gone up in weight like a lot of other playtesters have noticed, but I think it did it really well. There's a lot more cushioning. It's a lot more stable than all the other speed shoes that I've tested out, and just overall it doesn't have the best amount of court feel, which I do look out for on the speed shoes. Like the last shoe I tested was the Vapor 12. Even though it doesn't have the whole lot of that, it still gives me a decent amount, especially on the defense when I'm just scrambling for points. I do have a fairly good idea of how I'm playing, especially on my toes. The one downside I did have for this shoe was its lacing system. I feel like it kept getting looser and looser as I played on with it. The simple fix was just double knotting it, but that was still something that was on my mind when I first got on the court with it. But overall, I really did like this shoe. I had a really good time on it. And if you're just looking for a speed shoe, but are worried about sacrificing that stability, the Solution Speeds are the way to go. That wraps up our shoe review for the ASICS Solution Speed FF4s. For anything about this shoe or anything else tennis related, make sure to check out Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, and Tennis Only.